Gran gives you like one of her socks for Christmas.
It's a very warm sock.
Thanks,
Always
Gran.
been one of my favourites. Your papa gave me this in 1933.
Hello and welcome to a very festive episode of the Idiots Anonymous podcast that's officially placed on Santa's good list. We've got Christmas cheer coming out the wazoo, some would say. My name's Rory and I'm an idiot.
Hi, Rory.
Oh, so this week I'm an idiot because back in high school I was walking home with a group that included a girl that I was quite into in school, and we lined up like a plastic bottle for me to kick through the air to someone else. I ran up to kick it and just arse over tit landed on my back in front of absolutely everyone, and safe to say I stopped playing after that.
That's Christmas cheer to the max.
Did you ever get any further with this lady friend?
Moving on.
Okay. My name's Jack, and I'm an idiot.
Hi, Jack.
I am an idiot because I once was sick in the girls' bathroom twice in the space of about 2 minutes.
And where did this happen?
This happened on a booze cruise. Ryan, you were there. Sea battle. Going from I think it was Finland to Latvia. And basically I had too many shots.
Stockholm to Latvia, I think.
That was it. Stockholm to Latvia. I had too many shots. I was sick. And then I kissed a girl who had also been sick. And then had to go back to the girls' bathroom to see the same girls in there who kicked me out the first time. And I was like, sorry, I'm going to be sick again. They were like, stop coming in here.
You're double banned from the girls' bathroom.
Not good. Well, the gents was so far away. So.
True. My name's Ryan, and I'm an idiot.
Hi, Ryan.
This week, I'm an idiot because I decided to purchase a pair of skis that were manufactured in 1980 for the grand total of €10. I then tried to go down a red slope, and the bindings broke off the skis, and they went flying down the mountain without me, and I just tumbled down, and it was sore.
I remember that. I've actually got a cracking video of you skiing on one ski. It was very impressive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Very impressive.
Let's introduce Jack for a second.
You're our first ever guest. You're first ever guest, Jack.
I am honoured, gentlemen. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem at all. We take bank transfer and PayPal.
Cool. Just donations as I see fit, or?
No, we'll give you a bill. We'll bill you.
That's fair, to be honest. What's in the agenda for today, Rory?
Christmas. It's festive time, and you can't go anywhere without seeing Christmas stuff. So we thought, let's just add to that. Let's add to the pile of Christmas stuff that's coming out now, and just give the people what they want. So it's just kind of about how Christmas is celebrated around the world, the true meaning of Christmas, and all about those sweet, sweet gifts. So,
ooh, buddy.
I set you guys the task of trying to find some weird Christmas facts, possibly anything to do with different countries, or just weird stuff surrounding Christmas. So just because you're our guest and we're feeling extra nice, would you like to start us off, Jack?
Certainly. I will go first. Okay. Did you know that robins on Christmas cards was once introduced, or it was introduced to make fun of postmen, because postmen used to wear red turtlenecks? And yeah, I thought that was very funny because you would call your postman a robin, and he'd be like, all right, that's not very nice. And then he would deliver you a card next year with a robin on it. You'd be raging.
Wow.
There you go.
I think they are the backbone of society, especially at Christmas time, when you're ordering all your stuff from Amazon. So I just find it absolutely blasphemous that people have taken it upon themselves to make fun of our beloved postman.
Especially at Christmas. He's gone on like a proper trek around like an icy estate to get that letter to you, just for you to rip the piss.
I don't know. I thought it was quite funny. I dare say the postman found it funny as well, because like the Royal Mail make robin postcards or Christmas cards or whatever. So
it's kind of weird that would be a reason to make a card. Yeah, but I like it.
Weird fact, isn't it?
Because I guess I've always thought of robins at Christmas.
I've got a fun wee fact for you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that Christmas in Hawaii is, it's obviously tropical, so they don't have any fir trees or Christmas trees. So every year, the locals import their traditional firs and pines from the US mainland, arriving long before the holiday on one big ship called the Christmas tree ship.
What? One
Yeah,
ship? There you go.
yeah, yeah.
How
And
big? How big is the ship? Or were you about to say that?
I have no idea because I did not research that far.
Oh, well. Okay,
But
fair enough.
there is an embedded hyperlink into Xmas Tree Ship, and it takes me to Small Ship Cruises World Travel Bucket List. So I'm assuming the size of a small cruise.
Oof, that is
But
unbelievable.
other people get pretty creative, and they decorate palm trees with lights and ornaments, and using like um dolphins and canoes to resemble Santa's sleigh and reindeer.
That's well cool.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that. Dolphins instead of reindeer. That's what I want. Would you not see if you were Santa? Would you not much rather be underwater being pulled by dolphins?
Oh, defos. 100%.
That would be amazing.
You'd have
That'd be
less
so
of a
much
chance of being
quicker as
seen
well. Yeah, because you can just pop up.
Yeah.
Ah,
How
exactly.
does Santa get into places like Indiana in the US where it's like totally landlocked?
Yeah, slap bang in the middle.
Yeah.
Or Surrey. I have no idea what Surrey is.
Those unlucky. No presents this year, guys.
Exactly.
Go to the coast.
So I also looked into Christmas in other places out with our own borders. So in Catalan, so like Barcelona is a good example of that. They have this tradition. It's called Tio de Nadal, which translate is poo log. So essentially it's a little wooden log that kids, well, they feed it. So they put like dried nuts and stuff in this log, and then they take care of it running up to Christmas. And then on Christmas Eve, they beat it up. So they hit it with sticks and stuff like that.
Wait, is this a real log? Like a piece of
Yeah,
tree?
this is a log. It's got like a smiley face on it and stuff.
Oh, okay. Classic log.
And when they beat it up, they assume that the next morning it will have pooed out Christmas gifts. Yeah, and they even have a little song that goes, which translated is poo log, poo nougats, hazelnuts, and maple cheese. If you don't poo well, I'll hit you with a stick. Poo log.
I love that.
Fun fact: we
doing
have
that
one of
this
them in
year.
my house because my sister lived in Barcelona for a year, so we have one.
Oh, of course. Do you mind if I borrow it and just like make a pool log festival for my street?
Yeah, or you could just find the log and draw a wee face.
I think that's probably the most interesting Christmas tradition I've ever heard in my entire life.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely more interesting than just watching your nan get drunk and say racist remarks. But that's a Christmas tradition also.
In the spirit of Christmas traditions in other countries, did you know that in Greece, Italy, France, and Germany, everyone who works over the Christmas period gets a bonus that's equivalent to a month's salary? And that is law in those countries. So if you work over the Christmas
What?
period, I know, which changes every year, I suppose. So say if it's like the 21st of December to the 4th of January, which is what it is this year, you'll get whatever you get paid in a month, which for a graduate is like $2,500, which is mental. I think that's well good.
That is meant.
Where was that? Sorry, Italy. Where?
Greece, Italy, France, and Germany.
Oh my god!
Can you believe that? And I think the best thing about it is as well is that it's law. So like it's not even up to the companies. Like if you log hours in that period, then that's your bonus.
That's so cool. I know where I'm
Yeah.
living.
I know the EU. Brexit.
Oh yeah, not anymore. I've got one further fact about Scotland actually, and I love seeing Scotland on fact websites and like places of international renown because
Makes
most
you
of
want
the
to get a kill
time,
out, doesn't it?
yeah. Well, most of the time it's not even true because I was on a work Christmas Zoom call yesterday, and I was making a quiz with this American guy in the American team, and we did a few rounds each, and he was doing this round on like Christmas booze traditions, like whiskey and beer and mulled wine and whatnot. And a lot of the questions he was trying to tailor to like the European audience because a bunch of us are based in the UK. So he took a lot of the questions answers from just like Wikipedia. And it is like crazy. Remember we used to reference Wikipedia in like our essays and dissertations and whatnot because you're like,
Oh, absolutely.
it's probably correct. You know, your teachers and your lecturers always say, is it always incorrect? And you're like, well, I just looked up the definition for quantum physics and it looks fucking correct to me. But he was looking up the answers to these questions he was making, and it was just like so far off. Like apparently in Scotland, we leave out Scotch whiskey for Santa Claus. And
waste of
apparently,
whiskey.
like, sorry, I know, waste
What?
of whiskey, exactly.
Aye.
No, and apparently in Ireland they leave out Guinness for Santa Claus as well. And it's like, okay, well they just don't do that, do they? Absolutely not.
I know. Can you imagine the
Um,
country after Ireland? If you had to drink however many pints of whiskey,
He's
it'd be crashing.
Santa's like crashing over Indonesia, and he's like, New York looks strange.
I know.
It's why
Exactly.
he can do the deliveries so fast is that he's got no idea for like safety, so he just goes for it as soon as he's had a few, and that's why he can deliver in all the night. He's rapid as soon as he's drunk.
I'm leaving out Red Bull for the big man this year.
Absolutely sober up a wee bit, you know. Call a wee barocca.
A wee Barocca, yeah. You'll be fine in the morning, big man. Sleep it off. So Scotland, this is according to this, international website. Scotland has historically made a much bigger deal of celebrating Hogmanay than Christmas. Hogmanay, for those that don't know, it's New Year's Eve. So we
Yep.
have huge Hogmanay / New Year's Eve parties. Not this year. And in fact, New Year's Eve / Hogmanay was banned by the Parliament of Scotland for more than 300 years. And it was only made legal again in 1958. Yeah.
What? Wait, is this
Yeah.
true? Did you say, or did you say this is false?
No, this is true. This is the one that I found.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Um,
Oh my god. See, in fairness though, the absolute state that you see folk get into, it's not surprising.
see when in a list when someone says like, oh, the former and the latter.
Mhm.
The latter is the second one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool, that's fine.
Was that gonna change the fact massively?
Yeah, it was about to completely change the fact into a different thing.
Hogmanay's illegal these days. Who knew? Hogmanay's been illegal since 1959.
Yeah, so basically this guy who was like in the Presbyterian Church of Scotland believed Christians should only celebrate holidays mentioned in the Bible. So a lot of things were like strongly discouraged starting from 1583 and officially prohibited by law for several hundred years. So
That
yeah,
makes
There you
sense.
go.
If God's
Aye.
not invited to the party, no one should be.
I totally agree. Yeah. And that's why God is always at my birthday parties in the club.
Because he always brings the wine. Well, I'll round out our facts. Just a nice one. Do keep us positive at the end? Did you know the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas is the most common time for couples to break up?
I would have thought the complete opposite.
No. But
Oh.
imagine you're a bit unsure of your relationship, but you're like, oh, she expects me to get a gift. I need to go visit her family. You're just like, nah, cut it now, right before Christmas.
Oh
Just-
boy.
Just for like comparison, spring break is the next most common. That's really close, and then April Fools and
Mhm.
Valentine's are after that.
April Fools. Oh my god. No
Deborah.
way.
Deborah, I love you. Nah, April Fools, nah, don't.
So I don't know if you guys heard this, but I remember watching like CBBC or some form of like kids show when I was younger. You know, like the presenters where it's like the kids version of like a news show or like a talk show.
Yes.
And I remember there was all these people like texting and phoning in about like what the cutoff day is for breaking up before Christmas. Because like I think what they said was you cannot break up with your significant other after like the 16th, for example, or whatever it was, because then it's too close. Like you've bought gifts, you've invited them to the family gathering. You know
could
Yeah.
though, in that space of time, get a new girlfriend, and then you've already got a gift.
what a gift for your what?
Your new bird?
Yeah, there you go.
That's too soon. That's too soon.
You get like holidays, don't you? Is there not like a Netflix movie about that? Or just a
Oh,
really,
yeah,
really
that's
bad
right.
Netflix film?
Emma Roberts.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, I just think as soon as you buy the gift, that's you locked in until at least like the second week in January.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on tight. You're in it for the long one.
Yeah.
I know. So for anyone who's in a relationship when they're hearing this. Keep your ears peeled because might not last long. No, I'm kidding.
With some facts in our head starting us off, we can move on to our first segment, I believe.
Oh, segment. Okay.
Very exciting.
Let's play the Urban Dictionary game, you stupid dorks.
What we're going to do is I'm going to present you with some Urban Dictionary terms, but they're festive themed.
Ooh.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I will tell you the Urban Dictionary term, and I want you guys to either deliberate or individually discuss what you think the definition for this is, and I will, if you're thinking different things, I'll see who's the closest to it, and whoever that is wins. So there's three of them. The first one is Snowy Christmas. So it's an act. What's a Snowy Christmas? I'll give you a hint, right? This is best prepared with the help of others, but it can be completed by yourself.
Yeah, I've got it. I think I know what it is.
You know what it is?
Well, are we to discuss amongst me and
Yeah,
Rory, or?
discuss. Yeah, discuss
Right,
what you
okay.
think it is.
Rory, I can see the look in your face. What? I mean, do we know?
My mind instantly went to the gutter, and now I'm not sure.
Likewise, that is where my mind is. But if it's on UD, I'm fairly confident that is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna believe it's an act between mummies and daddies.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
When they love each other very much.
Or between daddies, or just dad on Wednesday afternoon when everyone's out.
by two consenting adults.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to say what it is, Jack?
Well, I don't want to say it. Yeah. Well, okay, right, I'll say it.
Yeah.
I think it is perhaps when, like snow, mainly water-based white substance that falls from above.
Yeah.
Perhaps there are.
Or perhaps there are other factors involved.
Yeah, well, I have a funny feeling that if you were to go outside on a snowy, well, I know that if you were to go outside on a snowy Christmas, then you would be covered in said decadent white substance, and I think probably that a snowy Christmas in this context would be the same, except sexy.
Okay,
Is that
answer
right?
is. Well, I'm not going to tell you yet. I want to hear Rory's.
Yeah, I think it's when a gentleman arrives on someone during Christmas.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think you're both halfway there. So
Right.
what you have to do is, you have to get a fishbowl and fill it. And you have to get a
Okay.
fishbowl, and fill it about halfway up with
Snow.
snow. And when it comes time to share presents, be sure to open yours first. So ask whoever you're doing it to close her eyes or his eyes while you retrieve the present.
Oh, no.
Stand behind them
Oh.
and ask them to open their eyes as you promptly place the fishbowl over their head. Congratulations. Enjoy your snowy Christmas.
Oh my god.
No.
And you shake it around like a snow globe. So the idea is like their head is the snow globe.
That's
Oh
horrid.
god. That is definitely darker than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
a wee bit a light shower rather than a festive dousing. But there you go.
Festive dowsing.
You're between the 16th and the second week in January, though. So even after that, you can't break up. You need to wait.
Oh, no way, man. That's the perfect time to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Give you give your significant other a snowy Christmas and they can't even break up with you.
Yeah.
That's the best present of all, really, because global warming's ruining snow. So you feel like I brought the
That's
snow back.
true. I really miss snow. The last time like I had a proper snow day was like several years, like 5 to 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember years ago? I think it was like 2000. It must have been 2012 or something. All the schools were shut and we were all stuck.
Yep. The buses couldn't take anyone home from school
Yep.
or anything. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Number 2, a Mexican Christmas. This could be culturally insensitive. I don't quite get it, but yeah, Mexican Christmas. I can't really give you a hint because the
Okay. Mexican Christmas. I would hate to be xenophobic and pick stereotypes, but I think
Exactly.
that's probably what
so
surrounds
you're gonna have to give me an answer and not be racist. That's the biggest challenge of all.
That's really why you're brought on.
I was brought on as the politically correct police.
Okay. A Mexican Christmas. I don't know, Rory. What do you think? If
I've got it. I already know.
oh, do you?
What
I'm
is
gonna,
it?
gonna
What is
guess
it?
straight off the bat. Right. You know how you get a Mexican standoff? You got your
Yeah.
guns drawn, you're all aimed at each other. So if one of you shoots, you're all shooting and you're all dying. Right? I think
Yep.
it's like that, but with Christmas presents.
So you
Hmm.
all give each other a present, or an inverted commas present.
In this case, right? Gran is like your gran's got a wee bit past it, and she's got like some awful gifts, and you're all kind of like, one of you has to take it first. Who's gonna take one first? Like, who's gonna get left with the worst one?
When you say your grand's past it, you mean she's got like some, she's lost it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like she might need like a pet tracker.
Perhaps a bit senile.
A bit senile. Okay.
Yeah, so it's got something to do with like Christmas gifts, like getting the worst one or getting the fast. Like, it's a standoff.
Your gran gives you like one of her socks for Christmas.
It's a very warm sock.
Thanks,
Always
gran.
been one of my favourites. Your papa gave me this in 1933. Oh, thanks, Gran.
Cheers, gran. Have you got any ideas, Jack?
I really don't. My mind is drifting to the car just because of the last one. But I'm going to go ahead and say, instead of like eggnog and hot chocolate and hot toddies and things like that, it's just like you just get really drunk on tequila, and instead of turkey and roast potatoes and things like that, you have quesadillas and burritos and such. That is
Yeah,
my
that's
answer.
completely incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
Jack, you
Okay.
loser.
Well,
It's,
hang on, is Rudy's correct?
No, none of you got it. So it's I'll use it in a sentence. So my girlfriend and I did a Mexican Christmas last night. Now I have the shits and can't tell if it's hers or mine.
Oh no!
I knew it. I knew it was going to go there. I just was being nice.
You wanted to be well-behaved boys for Santa's good list.
The actual definition, guys, is when two people poop back and forth into one another's pummels.
Definitely cutting that definition.
Why is that Mexican? Why do Mexican people do that?
I don't know. Mexican pass the parcel.
That's definitely what it should be called.
Right. Number 3, frosty windshield.
Yeah, I know what it is. 100% know what it is.
Yeah, I think I might also know.
Right, okay, give us your best guess.
Okay, I think it's when a gentleman might snow on someone's glasses.
Okay, what do you think, Rudy?
I also believe that. I'm just trying to think of a way to jazz that up. You know, what would make it more Christmassy?
Or perhaps to go one step further, because you can get snow on the car window, the windshield, and it wipes off just fine. You need to leave snow for a significant period of time before it becomes frosty per se.
Okay.
So maybe you do it the night before the glasses are meant to be worn. That is now my answer.
Yeah, I think that's right. A man snows on a woman's glasses and then puts them in the freezer overnight.
Aha.
I'm thinking.
In the freezer. Now we're getting inventive.
Okay, well, you've both got that wrong. So
Oh, right.
it's just when a guy snows on a girl's glasses.
All right.
You just went way too far with it. And I just think that's quite disgusting.
We we undershot it on the first two. And we overshot it on this one.
Overshot it.
Yeah.
Overshot the windshield. Yeah, so you guys did pretty well there. Except from the second one, but it was quite obscure. So well done, guys. And I'll pass you back to Rory and Jack in the studio, where we'll continue the podcast.
Well, moving on from what people might do in their spare time at Christmas, what do we do in our spare time at Christmas? You know, what do you guys get up to? Do you guys do the
Like normally or this year?
I want to stay positive. How does Christmas normally work for you guys?
You want to go first, Jack?
Yeah, sure. Well, we tend to do loads of fun stuff, all the usual stuff, really. So usually starting around the 20th, that's when we go and visit like more distant relatives and like give presents and collect presents. Oh, don't open it now. You need to wait till Christmas and get all of that for your aunts and uncles and fourth cousins and all that. And then yes, we spend the first couple of days doing that. I've been at uni for the past 4 years, so you obviously finish up all your stuff then because you don't want to do it on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Christmas Day, or on Christmas Eve, we always get a box on Christmas Eve, and it's usually got Christmas slippers, Christmas PJs, and Christmas like chocolate, which is always really nice. We always watch a movie on Christmas Eve.
Oh,
And then Christmas Day, it's Christmas, and it's the best ever. Get up early, have eggs Benedict for breakfast every year since I was wee. Yeah, fancy brekkie. And then open presents, drink, and then don't eat lunch because you're saving yourself for a big feast.
the big daddy of all dinners.
The
And you
largest
always
meal
have
of
it
the
at like
year.
a stupid time, like 4 p.m. is Christmas dinner for some reason.
Yeah, usually 'cause it takes so long. I think you start at 4 and then you get off the table at 8, and you've not
Yeah.
even had dessert.
Yeah, there's like an hour between courses. Everyone plays with their toys and stuff.
Absolutely. What'd you do at Christmas, Ryan?
So as you were saying, like in the past like 5 years, I've been at uni. So now it's going to be different. Now I'm actually going to have time off. But as you say, last year I think I worked all the way up until the 23rd. Then I was working between Christmas, New Year, and then immediately after. So I think on Christmas Eve, we usually go like a frosty walk in the
Oh, that's
park.
nice.
Yeah. Christmas Eve, me and my mates from my hometown, we always go to this pub called the Ranch, and it's hilarious because it's all the people that I knew from high school, like growing up in this town, is just filling this like old man pub, and it's like the one day of the year like I get to see everyone that I grew up with. So yeah, love Christmas Eve. Get a wee bit carried away with the mulled wine and eggnog and tenants. So yeah, that's good. Christmas Day we usually spend with my dad's side of the family. Go to theirs for Christmas dinner. Then on Boxing Day, spend that with like Christmas 2.0 with my mum's side of the family. Because there's so many people. There's too many people to fit all in one house. It would just be chaos. So we just split it up. So yeah, same as you in terms of like having the big huge dinner at like 4 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, none of that's happening anymore.
Oh, a shame.
But we're not supposed to talk about that. Sorry, Rudy.
Positive Christmas spirit.
Rudy, what'd your Christmas look like?
Because it's been a little bit different past couple of years, but most normally, because it's family stuff, I get to go to the good old Christmas vigil,
Oh,
the big Christmas church celebration thing.
you going out hard, rocking with the Lord.
What, church on Christmas Day?
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. I was going to say, like, what's church got to do with Christmas? They just never leave you alone, do they?
No, well, I had to do that just because it was a family event, and that the place we went was always packing, and I mean packing. I gave up my seat every year for an old woman that came in late.
Oh, that's
And
lovely,
we'd
Rudy.
stand at the back, just going, "What am I doing? What am I doing here?" Standing up at the back of this church.
You sing hymns? You sing the songs?
Oh yeah, all the
Yeah.
classics. It's Christmas time, yeah.
Give us some hits. What tends to be the tunes?
It's been a couple of years since I've gone, but I imagine there'd be a Gloria, perhaps,
Gloria, clap clap, Gloria.
possibly an Away in the Manger. It's on
Oh.
brand.
A true classic.
Do you sing that in church? Do you sing Away in a Manger in church?
I'm gonna go ahead and say maybe. I don't remember. I'll go ahead and say maybe.
He's got the whole world in his hand.
Oh.
He's got the whole wide world in his hand. Mate, church songs ingrained into my brain as a child.
Primary school hymns, they were
Yeah.
next level, top tier hymns.
Speaking of primary school, what age did you guys stop believing in Santa?
Wait, what?
Oh, I knew someone was going to do that.
Ryan, honestly, I thought if I didn't do it, you would. So, that is a great question.
Don't know. When I hit puberty. I don't know, mate. Like 12, 13.
Really?
But there's always like one kid in your class that ruins it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Did I say 12, 13? I don't know, mate. I can't remember much from when I was that age. There's always that kid in your class that like pure goes around, pure like going, oh my God, did you know Santa wasn't real? And you're like, what? Did you know Santa wasn't real? Miss, he said Santa's not real.
Ryan, shut up, do your higher mock exam.
You're going to uni next year, son. But my teacher in P5 told our class by accident.
What the?
Like he went, because we were talking about it, and he went, obviously your parents, get them, put your presents down at night, and they need to stay up late to do that. And we were like, excuse me? Oh, what do our parents do? He thought kids at that age, I mean, I guess some do, but I feel like my family kept it going quite long, so I was like, oh, right. Well, okay.
Wasted.
Rip.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's awful, mate.
That is a tough one.
Luckily, I've got younger siblings, so we kept the spirit going. I was in on it then.
Yeah, I'm the same. Or we're all the same, I guess. Because we all have younger siblings, so like there's always a house full of magic.
There's a backup plan.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was going to say, Rory, I think certain teachers get a kick out of destroying children's dreams.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, but I don't think he did it on purpose because he was a fun teacher. He was on his. We had like 2 teachers for the same class, and they were both on the probation year. They were learning,
Uh-huh.
and it was just so funny because he's like, "Oh, right, I've just wrecked a bunch of kids' lives." Israel. Oh,
There's no coming back for that, though, is there?
I'm sorry, Mr. Anderson, but we're going to have to terminate your contract. What? Why? Well, your satisfaction scores are extremely high. Your curriculum is one of the best in the whole region. But unfortunately, you told a whole class of 7-year-old children that Santa Claus wasn't real. Unacceptable in the school system.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you wonder, don't you? Because if you think about it, surely if all the parents complains about a teacher, which I
Yeah.
imagine in that class they probably did, the school's probably like that. Well, I mean, we can't keep you on the payroll, can we? If every teacher hates you.
There's always damage control by parents, though, isn't there? There's like, because people talk. There's
Exactly.
those kids that don't have the most their parents aren't really into it, and they don't really care if their kid believes or not, right? So then those kids ruin it for the other kids, and then there's like people spreading rumors and whatnot. And there's always you come home at the end of school and you say, "Mum, Dad, Darren told me that you put all my presents under the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve," and then it's like, well, yeah, Santa's so busy. He drops them off the night before, and then we put them under the tree.
yeah.
Mhm. That's the thing I love about like the myth of Santa is like how many Christmas movies are there when there are people in the movie who don't believe and the main kid who's the protagonist does believe, and then he gets the magic of Christmas, and it's like kids who believe in Santa are made to feel like they're making Christmas magic, and I think that's just such a nice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very wholesome.
Yeah. It's like when Christmas spirit powers the sleigh. I love that.
An elf, yeah.
Fucking awesome.
And then Elf says that funny thing, and he's like, "How on earth does one person's someone says like, oh, the parents do it? Santa's not real." And he's like, "How on earth does one person's mum or dad go around the whole world in one night? You idiot! That's impossible." It's like, that's so funny.
Well, good old Santa. He's there for the real meaning of Christmas. Presents, the real meaning of Christmas, guys. So
Okay.
for our second segment, I thought it'd be quite a good idea to look at the most popular gifts throughout our childhood and see if you guys can guess what was the most popular at what year in the Christmas presents game.
Ho ho ho, it's Australian Santa Claus here from Down Under. Welcome to the Idiots Anonymous Christmas Toys segment.
Is this like super open ended? Because there is no way we're gonna get this if you're like 2005 top selling gift.
You're working together, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a prompt, and you guys can kind of play against each other.
Okay.
And I've got a couple of little clues, just to help you along your way. Don't worry, I'm not gonna go. 1997, December 12th, there was a large sale.
So it gets gradually easier as you give us gift. As you give us clues.
Yeah, as I get.
You give us gift. In 2006, the most popular toy was a Lely Kelly. What was the most popular toy in 2006?
Do you remember Lely Kelly's?
Oh, my wee sister had a Lely Kelly's scooter, Lely Kelly shoes, Lely Kelly's bed.
Too many Lily Kellys.
She was Lely Kelly. My little sister was Lely Kelly, everybody.
This calls for a cold one. And it's just spilled everywhere.
So we're starting off in 2002. The most popular toy was based on a kid's cartoon around that era. And it would have been like a like a Cartoon Network style cartoon, right?
Ooh.
Really big craze.
2002?
Hmm. So it would have been primary school days. What was like a proper craze in primary school?
I was like just primary school. We were 5.
Yeah, but this lasted a few years, so
Okay.
it was definitely a craze when you were at primary school.
Was it like one of those Japanese cartoons?
Yeah.
It was.
The
Ooh.
ones that were like poorly dubbed, but we were too young to notice. That kind of stuff.
Oh my god. What year? 2002.
Yeah, but these things were popular for a number of years after that. But 2002, they were top selling toys. They're brand new on the market.
Oh, okay.
I think I know this one, Jack.
I think I might know as well. Do you want to go first or?
Yeah, I think it's Beyblades.
Oh,
What were you thinking, Jack?
I was not thinking Beyblades. I was thinking Game Boys because of Pokemon. However, I don't
Oh.
know when Game Boys came out, but Beyblades is a great answer. I just remember playing with Beyblades when I was like 8 or 9.
I was obsessed. Oh yeah, that might have been later. I was obsessed with these things for years.
Well, one of you's right, and at the start, I said it was a toy rather than
Yeah,
like
well,
so
it's got to be Beyblades.
it was Beyblades. Yeah,
I am
Nice one.
on fire.
yeah. He's nailing this. Ryan loves gifts. He loves them.
I love gifts, mate. Giving all the gifts.
Gifty.
We're jumping forward a couple of years to 2004.
2004.
Most popular gift was also a toy,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? And this might be like a vague kind of hint, but the toy itself was actually produced by a NASA scientist.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Does that, see, if we knew what the toy was, would it be obvious that, oh my god, you need to be like really smart to create this?
No, that's the funny thing. It wasn't like, it's not a science toy.
Oh, is okay.
No. But if you think of toys that have the classic kind of black and white colorings of NASA, you can kind of understand why he maybe made it.
Oh, black and white.
Yeah, so it's an electronic toy. Like it has.
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah, me too. Right, do you mind if I go first?
Yeah, go.
Right, okay. I can't. Right, Roboraptor is the one I'm thinking, but also it was like Roboman or Roboboy, and it was like remote
Robosapien.
control. Robosapien. That's it, not Roboraptor. Robosapien.
Yeah, you've nailed that. It's Robosapien.
No.
Is that what you were going to say, Ryan?
No, I was going to say Etch a Sketch.
I was like around in the 60s.
I don't know, mate. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I had a Robosapien. Yeah.
On the short lead up to Christmas, it sold 1.5 million units. Very popular. So we're jumping just 1 year into the future for the next one.
2010?
2005. It was a games console. So I'm gonna keep it on
Yeah.
games console. You need to guess what games console came out there that was the
Right,
most
well.
popular in 2005.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I have it. Jack, you first.
Okay, I think it was the GameCube.
I think it was the Game Boy Advance SP.
Right, I'm gonna tell you, GameCube was way before this. Just so you know.
Was it?
Yeah,
Before 2005?
and it's not the Game Boy either.
Okay.
Think of something a bit more recent than that in your memory.
PSP.
Wii.
It was actually the Xbox 360. That came in 2005.
No,
What?
it didn't.
Mate.
It did. And
What?
it released in November 2005, and that also sold 1.5 million units before Christmas.
Hang on. Just because we were talking about it just there, do you know when the GameCube came
I
out?
believe that was quite a bit before,
I think it was that 90 something or
I
was
thought
it
it was
2000?
late 90s.
Oh my god.
Because
You
it'd
gonna
be
check?
the same era as PlayStation 2.
Oh, 2001.
Oh, 2001.
I'm not that far off, right?
No, that's not bad. But yeah, Xbox 360. 2008, we're jumping forward in a couple of years. The toy was of a character from a TV show that first aired in 1969 and still airs today.
1969. It's a character from a TV show.
Yes, it's not a cartoon.
Say that again. It's not a cartoon.
No, it's not. It's a kid show, but it's not a cartoon.
Is this like an action figure?
No,
It's not an action figure.
not an action figure. The character is red.
Oh, okay. I think I know. I'm not 100% there, but I think I'm gonna know what my answer is.
Is this? Did you say that this toy came out in 2008?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I think I know which it
Because
was.
Jack was so sure What do you think
Oh,
it is, Jack?
wait, no. You said it wasn't an action figure, didn't you?
I did.
Right, well, Ryan, you go first. While I think of another answer.
I think it's Elmo, more specifically Tickle Me Elmo.
Right.
Yeah, it's Tickle Me Elmo.
Yes!
Yeah.
How did you know that?
He absolutely nailed that because that's the Tickle Me Elmo specifically.
I have all kids' toys and their release dates memorized, committed to memory from the Wikipedia. That's why I got the
Right.
last one wrong, because Wikipedia is sometimes wrong. No, you said he was red and not an action figure. And I was like, And then just like red fur appeared in my brain, and I'm like, it's Elmo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Live action show from 1969 onwards as well, of course.
Yeah,
Like-
Sesame Street.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say the Red Power Ranger, but then I realised I was like, that's an action figure. Also, I'm not entirely certain that that's been going since the 60s, maybe the 80s.
Just because you're our guest, Jack, and we love you. The last one on my list, I'm gonna give to you. Okay, it was 2010. It came out, and it was made by a company you love. You love them. It was a bit
Yep.
a bit of tech.
Yep.
What
Yep.
do you think it might be just from that?
2010,
2010. It's a piece of tech from a company you love.
the
It
iPad.
was iPad Generation 1.
Wow, really?
After that, almost everything every year has been like a tech thing, not been a toy that's been the most popular.
That's sad, isn't it?
I was just about to say, that's so depressing.
Yeah.
About it. Think about all now it's like apps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need the device. Like, if you want to play like a new game, then you need to buy the new device. Then like you just sit on device.
Yeah, and it's like it used to be these massive boxes that you would get, full of plastic. And it's like now it comes in an envelope like 20 quid iTunes voucher, 20 quid PlayStation Network voucher, or like 1,500 V-Bucks for Fortnite.
Yeah.
So
Right.
different.
Remember when Christmas was like you would open boxes and you would like assemble bits of plastic and you'd spend
Mate,
the whole morning
Yeah.
putting components together like,
Lego sets,
Aye.
mate.
oh my god,
Oh.
Connects, man.
Connects.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
amazing?
Connects was sick.
Better times. Well, you guys out of that whole thing got 4 out of 5, and that I thought was pretty good. That was pretty spot
Oh
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Only one you didn't get is Xbox, but
Xbox, right enough. I can't
Yeah.
believe that was out in 2005.
Well, I thought, just to kind of finish off our podcast, Christmas is all about coming together. It's about family, it's about bonds, it's about relationships. So I thought, how about we ruin that relationship
Sorry.
and have a little debate?
A debate.
About-
Okay.
Alright.
Every year there's the same debate: what movies are actually Christmas movies, right? And I just want to settle it here and now. A couple of movies that I like, that I think are Christmas movies, that I think they just are. So
Okay.
like, first example, Die Hard. Die Hard's set at Christmas. He says, ho ho ho, I have a machine gun. He's going home to visit his family. How's that not a Christmas movie?
I'll tell you why it's not a Christmas movie. Because the plot is not about Santa Claus or the holiday season being a key
No, it
thing.
is. It's a Christmas
about-
party. That's why they rob it then.
Oh, is this a bad time to say that I haven't seen Die Hard?
Well, I have not seen it in a long time. So if we're having a plot-centric debate, then I will not do very well. But I think like loads of Christmas movies aren't about Santa. They take place at the holiday season, and just because they take place at that time makes them Christmas movies.
I'm just going to play devil's advocate here. And I just don't think violence should be categorized as anything to do with a Christmas movie. It might be during the holiday season. And do you know what? There's a 1 in 12 chance that the season is the holiday season.
Okay. I'm
So-
going to propose another thought when you say that Christmas is not about violence. Jesus supposedly died on Christmas. Oh, no, he was born on Christmas. He died on Easter. Beg your pardon. Okay, well, there's me being a good Catholic boy.
He also didn't die on Easter. He rose on Easter.
Died.
When did he die?
I have no idea.
I guess we probably don't know because we don't celebrate it.
I said the death of Christ was Christmas so confidently just then. I was like,
You don't know your Jesus, Lord. I will counteract your violence
Jesus Lord.
point, Ryan.
Okay, with what?
The movie Santa Claus,
Yeah.
right? He becomes Santa Claus because he kills the original Santa Claus and then puts on his
Yes.
outfit.
Yep.
Oh. But you could argue that the movie is not about violence. Like, violence is not key to that film.
But the Die Hard's not about violence either. I tell you, Die Hard is about family coming together, and even though he's separated from his wife, he loves her and he wants to be together for Christmas and he wants to save her.
Okay, and what happens to
He
her?
saves her.
From what?
Hans Gruber, who's stealing money from a vault because he knows that people will be around for Christmas. He can take them for hostages, and that the police will have less at Christmas time. So I'm going to say confidently, my vote is it is a Christmas movie. You guys can cast your vote. We'll get officially, is it or is it not?
I'm going to go ahead and also say it is a Christmas movie.
I'm just going to say no, not a Christmas movie, because it just doesn't have the Christmas spirit that we all need.
Well, 2 against 1.
Yeah.
So Die Hard, officially Christmas movie.
I'll let Amazon Prime know.
Batman Returns in 1992 is set at Christmas, right? Batman kisses Catwoman under the mistletoe, and Penguin releases his goons on the city from a giant Christmas present.
Okay. I wonder if maybe superhero movie outranks Christmas movie in terms of the genre hierarchy.
But then you could say Die Hard, like action, adventure / thriller, outranks Christmas.
But I feel like action is so like general.
Like every movie has some sort of action.
I feel like
Yeah.
but I feel like superhero movie is a subgenre of action. Does that make sense? Like all superhero movies are action movies, but not all action movies are superhero movies. So then I wonder if you can have a subgenre of superhero Christmas movie. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's too much. Superhero action Christmas movie. That's
Are there any other superhero Christmas movies?
Not unless they're holiday specials, I believe.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure, just because of the setting, the whole theme of overcoming odds, it's all about, that's why everyone's gathered. That's how the Penguin's plan's going to work. It's Christmas time. It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, mate. I would just go ahead and say yeah, man, totally. Because if they're in a Christmas present, then it's pretty much confirmed in my books.
yeah, I suppose so. If they're making an effort to make it, if Warner Brothers are making such a massive effort to make that movie look Christmassy, it's got to be on the list.
Yeah, and like Catwoman's
And
there.
She
So
notoriously is Christmassy.
That famous
Yeah,
phrase.
so three votes. It's super Christmassy. And then
yeah, hell yeah,
my
man.
last one, Gremlins. So Gremlins is set at Christmas time, and Gizmo is a Christmas present for the guy's son.
Why is this? Wait, so who would argue that this is not a Christmas film?
Me? I don't think
What? This is 100% a Christmas film.
I've never associated it with Christmas. I've never watched it on Christmas.
It's always on the TV at Christmas, like
I
on
don't
the
watch
default
like
TV.
the actual TV though, especially at Christmas.
So in your specific life, this isn't a Christmas movie.
Well, yes, absolutely. In my specific life, it is not a Christmas movie. But I would argue that I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've never. No,
I remember. I mean, everyone has those points in their life, don't they? Like little traditions or just moments that have happened when they were younger or at some point in their life where it just shapes your opinion forever. And I remember watching Gremlins on Christmas Eve at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it came on the normal TV, came on like BBC or whatever it was, like Channel 4. And back in the day when you had to like watch adverts every 15 minutes, I haven't done that in yonks. Yeah, I remember watching it on Christmas Eve. I was like, damn, so cool. And it's snowy, it's like New York. Snowy New York is automatically Christmas.
That
I
is
think.
true. Elf, Snowy New York, instantly.
Alone.
Yeah.
Home
Yeah.
Alone's in Illinois, actually, near Chicago.
But what about Home Alone 2? Lost in New York.
Fair enough.
He's got you there.
Yep, he
Right.
does.
So are we saying 2 against 1? Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's not, but you win anyway. The decision is passed.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm happy. That was the best Christmas present I've received. Those are Christmas movies. We've won. We've officially proved it. Those films are Christmas movies. Get your family together this Christmas. Watch the films.
Did we just scientifically prove that?
Yeah, definitively. That's it. When scientists have any kind of issue, maybe they're doing an experiment to do with this Christmas, I imagine there are some. They'll come back to this moment right here and they'll reference that in the papers.
Yeah. They'll be like, Rory et al. 2020.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
mate.
I believe that's all we've got time for today.
Wow. Well, Jack, thank you for joining us. It's been wonderful having you. You've been a lovely, lovely guest.
It's been great to be here. Had a good laugh. Aye, thanks for having me. It was great fun.
All guests from now on will be rated against you, so let's hope you did a good
On the
job.
Jack Matrix.
Okay.
You're like the datum, and everyone else gets rated against the datum.
Cool. So, but then if I come back, and I do better? Do I raise the increment of scale, or do
No.
I?
But
Right, okay.
you're just always the level.
I was gonna say if we try and rate Jack against Jack, the whole thing just crashes and stops responding. Got a paradox. So
Well,
Cool,
on
okay.
that paradox, Merry Christmas to all, and to all goodbye.
Yeah.
happy holiday. Goodbye.
Hi guys, Rudy here again. Just to let you know, we won't be uploading a podcast next week, obviously, so everyone can enjoy their holidays. And also just want to say a thanks to everyone who's given this a listen. It means a lot to us. Again, Merry Christmas, guys.